What is up, everyone? It is Brad here, and today I'm going to do something that no LEGO fan ever wants to do, but it's something that it is really important we do, and that is a LEGO sort. This is going to be the great sort of 2023. So if you guys know me, I hate sorting Lego. It takes a lot of time, it's really time consuming, it's busy, and it's not super fun to do. I actually haven't done a really big sort of my Lego collection since 2020, early pandemic days. I know that's really bad, basically, that I just keep all the Lego that I need over the years. I build it up, and then just take one massive sort to do it all. Like I said, the last time I did that was in 2020. It is now late 2023, and it's time to do it again. So basically, I've got all of this Lego here. It doesn't look like a lot, but it actually is. I've got a ton of loose bricks right here as well. All of this Lego down here. And then there's definitely, I think, some more Lego hidden back here somewhere. I don't know, it's hard to get in there with the camera. And then there's even a ton more right down here. Hard to gauge exactly how much Lego I have to sort and exactly how much I'll have to do, but I know it's going to be a while, and that's why I'm bringing you guys along with me for this video. I feel like first things first, the easiest thing to start off with would be the Bricks in the 6 Lego. This is all Lego that I purchased recently. A lot of it's already pre-sorted, so it should be pretty easy to start with. Also, to make my life easier when I do Lego sorts, I do have this stack of Pick-a-Brick cups. These have been pre-labeled for years now, basically, that are easy categories for me to follow. So like this one are Technic pieces, this one is broken or discolored Lego, circular bricks, and you guys can get the idea. Pretty much everything is labeled here. Once I fill up a cup, I'll probably turn it around here and put it in these drawers accordingly, or dump it in a bin, or who knows, we'll have to see what I get up to. Another part of the sort that I think we will see is me having to go and reorganize all of the Pappy Max storage containers as well, but I don't know if I'm going to get to that in this video. But I do have the groundwork and everything like that laid out. I've got a bunch of new bins here and even more storage in the back closet there. Anyway, let's get back to the original purpose of the video, and that is actually sorting those bricks right here first. This box here is going to be one of the easiest to sort because a lot of these are actually pre-sorted elements. So these ones here are a lot of things that I purchased at LEGO conventions. Some of these I'll probably drop into my Bricklink store if they're not exactly parts that I need, and others I will put into my personal collection. But like I said, they're actually all sorted. Actually, because these are already all sorted, it probably would make the most sense if I started with the unsorted elements, so like that bag here, and all of these parts down here. So I'm going to reverse a little on that. Yes, here we go. This makes a bit more sense. Also, I decided I wasn't going to try moving that with one hand, so I put the camera down to do that. All right, look at this. I've got everything lined up out here, all the Pick-a-Brick cups, which looks really good. And in the center here, I've got my box of Lego that I'm going to start sorting with. And here begins the great sort of 2023. So you guys may be wondering, how am I sorting my Lego collection? As you guys can see, I do have over a dozen Pick-a-Brick cups all laid out here. Like I mentioned, they are all individually labeled. So I've got Pick-a-Brick containers for tiles, containers, windows, plates, plates modified, minifigure parts, bricks, slopes, vehicle parts, curved bricks, circle plates, wedge plates, bricks modified, wheels, Technic pieces, Technic bricks, fences and bars, panels, and circle bricks. So you guys will know that does obviously not cover all of the different areas that Lego makes parts, and it is far less detailed than I actually have my Lego sorted in the Pappy Max container, and that's because after I finish sorting all of the bricks into these subcategories of Pick-a-Brick cups, I will have to do a much deeper sort for each category. The reason I first break down my Pick-a-Brick cups into sorting by category is it just makes it a lot easier and a lot faster to get large amounts of bricks processed in a shorter amount of time. Like I mentioned, I will then break down each category and sort it a little bit more, but if I was sorting it by piece or by part type as I went, it would take way longer. I would need way more storage space. I would have to use multiple different smaller containers and kind of do it like a Bricklink part out instead of just one massive sort. So by doing it with these categories first, it allows me to keep everything combined to one table, and it allows me to move through the bricks quicker so that I can actually get to the individual sorting faster. And look at that, the first box of Lego bricks has already been sorted. You guys can see I got a bunch of bricks here, like I filled a Pick-a-Brick cup, and then some bunch of slope plates, a ton of panel pieces, which I'm really excited about, and then just a bunch of other miscellaneous things here as well. Next up, I'm going to tackle some more of these bulk bins here. I'll start here with this year's Bricks in the 6 goodie bag. And now that I finished sorting all of the goodie bag parts from 2023, let's tackle the goodie bag parts from 2019. Yes, it is very shameful that I still haven't unpacked these yet. I just keep repeating this process over and over again until I finish sorting all of the Lego bricks that I have left to sort. I know I should probably do this more frequently instead of saving it for every few years and then spending hours and hours doing one massive sort, but it is pretty time consuming to set up a table to sort, to set up all these bins here, to go through, spend hours sorting it and more hours subsorting it. It's a lot of work. It is worth it by the end, but I definitely should still consider doing it a little bit sooner on next time. Some of you guys now are probably asking, why do you sort your Lego collection? And the reason that I sort my collection is because it just makes it so much easier to build and find the parts you're looking for. I actually got started sorting out my Lego collection back in, I think it was 2011, 2012. Prior to starting my YouTube channel, I actually found someone's very sorted Lego collection, I think on Pinterest, which really inspired me. And I was like, hey, I've got a Lego collection. It does not look like that. What if I sorted it and made it look like that? And that's kind of how my sorting began. I started by organizing my Lego collection basically by the categories that I'm sorting them by right now in just freezer bags in one massive bin. Like I would have a bin for bricks, a bin for bricks modified, plates, circle pieces, not like circle plates and circle bricks, like all circle pieces and things like that. And I would just narrow it by that way because I didn't have a very large Lego collection, so it was pretty easy to sort that way and still find the pieces I was looking for. Eventually, as the years grew on and I got more and more Lego, I started investing in one set of drawers, then two sets of drawers. Then the bricks moved to one of the Lego sorting heads. Then the plates outgrew their space and I had to, start sorting them by 1x plates, 2x plates, and larger than 2x plates. And then as time went on, I started switching them by color and stuff like that. My sorting methods really have evolved. So far, sorting has been going really well. I've really gotten down on all the parts that I needed to sort from the Lego conventions over the past few years. It's almost about time to start going into the closet. This bag here is a lot of random parts, including a bunch of Lego Chima minifigure parts. If anyone is just looking to get started in sorting Lego, the biggest tip I would say is do not sort pieces by color. Do not sort pieces by color because that doesn't make it easier for you to find the pieces that you want to build with. Unless you're sorting bricks or something like that. I think it's way easier to sort bricks and plates by color, but everything else I think you should group by like bricks. So putting the circle bricks together, putting the bricks modified together, putting the panel pieces together. And then if you want to do some sub-sorting in those as well, kind of like I have in my PaviMax and broken it down by piece type or similar piece type in one little container, go for it, but absolutely do not sort by color. I've seen a lot of people who start sorting their Lego collection by just putting all the blues together, all the blacks together, all the reds together. Regardless of what the pieces are, they are all grouped by color, and that just does not make it easier for you to sort, so I would honestly not recommend that. Another thing I would really recommend with sorting is, like I said, just start small. You guys are watching me sort now. This is the, dozenth time, more than a dozen times that I've sorted my Lego collection and done a massive sort like this. Start small. If you're just trying to get your Lego collection to be started to be sorted, you don't have to have the extent of a storage system or a storage solution that someone like myself or a seasoned and decade-long Lego collector has. Like I said, start with plastic bags, start with reusable containers that you can find around your house, and work your way up to an adequate storage system. Of course, when you are investing in a storage system as well, make sure it's modular. Make sure it's one that can be grown over time. I wouldn't recommend building a cabinet or something like that that perfectly fits the amount of storage that you need right now. Because guess what? Your Lego collection will grow, which means you will outgrow that cabinet solution. And unfortunately, that means that you will no longer, your Lego collection won't be confined to it anymore. I have grown my Lego collection many, many times over the years, and I've outgrown several storage solutions. I've been lucky that most of mine have been able to be accommodated or to group them together to have multiple solutions. But I know some people who have built really nice cabinets that looks really odd when you have different cabinets next to it and stuff like that. And that's just because you've outgrown that storage space. So if you're going to do something drastic or custom for your Lego collection, I would highly encourage you to do something that is easy to change and easy to add to as time goes on. As I continue sorting, basically I just wanted to pull out everything that needs to be sorted. So I've got these two bins here. This is a lot of vintage Lego, so I might not get to it in this video just because a lot of the parts for all the sets in these boxes are right here, so it might just be easier if I do some building through that. I also have this bin down here of parts that need to be sorted. This is like just a bunch of loose bricks and things like that. I've also got these two bins down here that need to be fully sorted as well. Just a bunch of random and loose bricks. These are all sets that could be sorted out or could be built, so I'll probably just leave them where it is. I've got these bins here, and like I said, I think I've got more back there that I have to get to, but I will try. And these down here are actually all full of Lego also. Once again, these ones are kind of full of sets that are vintage and things like that. So I've had these probably for 7 years now that are just sealed. Maybe not 7, maybe just 6. But like I've had these for a while that need, so I'm going to open them up. If I can build the sets from it, great. If not, it's time to put them away because it's ridiculous that I have them here still. I think one of the most challenging parts about this sort so far has just been the diversity in pieces that I'm sorting. So the first few bags and the first few clips you guys saw me sort today was a lot of newer bricks. These are bricks from Bricks in the Six or Lego Convention. So they were really easy to sort. They were very similar parts and very, very new parts. And now as I continue to sort throughout the day and throughout this video, I'm beginning to sort a lot more older parts. So a lot of things that I've acquired over the years from sites like Facebook Marketplace or, collections that I've inherited. So the parts are a lot different here. There's a lot less specialty parts and a lot more generic parts. And I think that's going to pose a little bit more of a challenge once I actually get sub-sorting all of these Lego pieces. There actually might be less sorting in this video than I thought might need to happen. I thought I had several more bins of Lego, so I'm happy because it might not be as big of a sort as I thought. You guys can see some of the cups are getting pretty full here, and some of the table have really big overflow piles, especially for like the bricks here, plates. That one never properly had a cup, neither did that one, and the panels are overflowing as well. So I think it's time that I start emptying out some of these cups so I can actually continue to sort. And I think this goes to show that I need to make a few additional cups as well that I've never really needed before. But I guess that's just how the Lego collection evolves over time. Awesome, so I've actually finished completely sorting that bin. I got that many, many years ago. And now I'm about to tackle the first bin of unsorted bricks I have just from my Lego collection, especially a lot of my Lego City buildings. So I'm going to tackle that bin now. So as I continue to sort bins like this, which are bins that I basically just compiled all of the loose bricks over the years, so like that's anytime I do any buildings or anything like that, and I have pieces left over from the build, I just like push it off into the table into a bin. That's why I've got that here, that bin there, and then this bin of loose bricks here. But the funniest thing about sorting these bricks is because I actually start to realize some of the builds and some of the pieces that were used from builds. So like example, I built this airplane in 2021, I believe, before I moved studios. I found a bunch of things from the Bricks Tower, which I also built in early 2021 before I moved. So this just goes to show a lot of the bricks in this bin have not been touched since 2021 or even before. So remember in the last clip where I talked about subsorting? For me, subsorting is the process after which I finished doing the first initial sort and putting all the parts into these pick-a-brick cups. Subsorting is where I'm going to go in and actually sort each individual cup. Because obviously right now I'm grouping things like bricks modified together, bricks together, windows together, circle plates together. Like they're all being grouped together, but when I actually put them in my Pappy Mac storage solution, they are all grouped together and they are actually condensed in size. So unfortunately the subsorting part is not going to happen in this video just because I've already been spending a lot of time sorting so far, but the subsorting part is another part that I do after this method and honestly takes almost just the amount of time as it does to actually sort the bricks initially. I still like doing it this way because it's, easier to get out a mass amount of bricks and then sort them individually towards the end, and it takes up way less space, but it is still definitely a very time-consuming process. So I'm getting towards the end of the sorting here. You guys can see these are all the bricks that I actually have left. As I get to the end, you guys, all the small parts are left. Like these are 1x1, 1x2s, a couple larger parts, but like very, very tiny ones. But it's looking really good. Lots of sorting has been done in this video, lots of talking for sure. And I've just got to get through these last few cups worth of parts and I'll be done sorting for now. For this part, because part 2 will have to come at a later date. Actually, I lied. I completely forgot about all these bricks down here that I haven't sorted yet. I also pulled out this box here from the closet. This is the Lego chess set. I've already rated it of a bunch of the pieces in it, so I'm just going to part the rest of the set out into my collection because that makes the most sense. And then I found this bag that I forgot I picked up at like Value Village a few months ago. This one probably needs to be washed first just because it was used Lego I bought at the store. But I'm going to also sort these while I'm at it. Now it's time to add the rest of these parts into the remaining unsorted Lego. I feel like I'm just so close to the end of the sort. Like, The end is truly near. And with that, you guys, I think sorting the Lego collection is pretty much complete. These are all the parts that I still need to sub-sort here, as well as all of these bags of parts down here, and these bins of parts right here. This is obviously not the end of my sorting vlog because I do have to do a lot more sub-sorting like I mentioned, and there are other areas of the Lego room that still need bricks to be added. But in the next part, I will be going through the Pappy Mac storage solution and reorganizing a lot of this. A lot of these drawers are way too full, and now when I try and add these parts here and all the other parts, you know, in my Lego collection, it's just not gonna work. So a lot of sorting will have to be done, and of course I will bring you guys along for the process. Because also, in addition to all the parts that I need to sort, I do have this entire shelf here full of pick-a-brick parts that also need to go into the collection. So yeah, lots of stuff is going to be coming in at the next sorting vlog. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this first part here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video.